Time now for the markets with Leighton. You say it's only about a week till the prospective plantings report. A lot of people are looking at that.
That's right, March 31st. And already it sounds like Texas may have a lot more cotton. We'll have more on that coming up. Along with these stories in the markets this day, U.S. catfish processing is down. Increased placements are expected in the new cattle on feed report. And the USDA lowers corn and soybean ending stocks. Brand new on Tuesday, the 18th of March, the monthly snapshot of the farm-raised catfish industry in the United States. Prices are still up while processing is down. Here's a look at the numbers. In February, producers in the United States received a pond-back price of $1.14 per pound for premium-size live fish. Now that is 32 cents per pound more than was paid 1 year ago. Farm sales totaled almost 26 million pounds round weight. That is a drop of 13% from February 2013. Processor sales totaled 12.5 million pounds. That figure was down over 19% from 1 year ago. Pre-report guesses about the monthly on-feed numbers indicate the tight supply of market-ready cattle continues in place. New as we record this edition of Farm Week on Thursday, ahead of the Friday report, is Allendale Incorporated's estimates. Their analysts say they see February 2014 placements up 7.9% due to improved profit margins and also the fact feed costs are lower than they were a year ago. Marketings are expected to be down 4% due to the tight supply of cattle. And they pegged the total number of cattle on feed in the United States as of March 1st to be 1.2% below 1 year ago. The feeder cattle market has been flexing its muscle of late, even getting stronger in recent weeks. Analyst Jamie Kohaki makes no bones about his preference for this sector of the beef industry, at least for right now.
Very, very impressive trade there. I still like this longer term more than I do the live cattle just based on the supply side. And I also think normal growing season, corn trends lower, back near 4 maybe, and that keeps feeders supported too. I know this is quite a bit below the market, but I like buying August where a spec played down around 173.5. It's sharply lower, but if you did see some liquidation coming into month end, I would look to get long there. But I think the feeders are fine and not doing much there right now at all.
Our trivia quiz this week concerns the dairy industry in Mississippi. Take a look at our question. How big is the herd on a typical Mississippi dairy farm? Well, here are your choices for an answer. 95 milking cows or 115 milking cows. Could it be 127? Or is the answer 140 milking cows? I'll tell you at the end of the markets. Across the belt, Texas may ramp up its cotton production in 2014. This is according to the Eagle newspaper in Bryan College Station. That paper says growers are expected to plant at least 6.5 million acres of cotton across Texas. This compares to last year's number of 5.8 million. The increase is primarily based on higher cotton prices and lower corn prices, thereby making cotton a potentially better return investment. The USDA has changed some significant numbers regarding corn and soybeans for this marketing year. Extension Ag economist Brian Williams answered some questions about the recent March supply-demand report, and he also looked ahead to that prospective plantings report, March 31st. Brian, I understand the USDA lowered corn ending stocks in the latest supply-demand numbers.
They did. They bumped down the ending stocks by about 25 million bushels, down to 1.456 billion bushels.
Now, what was the basis for that? What are you hearing?
It was all from exports. They bumped up exports by 25 million bushels, which wasn't too surprising considering that there had been talk about strong exports for the last few months.
All right, now soybean stocks, they were also reduced, right?
They were, but not by as much as expected. They bumped them from 150 million bushels down to 145 million bushels. There were some shifts in the demand with the crush being reduced by about 10 million bushels, but exports increased by 20 million bushels, and then we imported a little bit more than the last month.
All right, now I know old stock or old crop soybean prices have kind of been running higher maybe than a lot of the other grain, right?
They have been. The prices have been strong. Looking at the futures market, right now they're trading just over, the nearby futures are just over $14, but they were as high as $14.58 just before the report was released, but the report kind of brought them down a little bit.
All right, we're certainly not too far away from March 31st and a very anticipated prospective plantings report. Do you think corn has bought any acres this month or earlier in the winter here?
It's hard to tell. The big thing is that corn has been trying to buy some acres. The corn prices have been real bullish, but soybean prices have been following right along with the corn prices, trying to compete for those acres at the same time.
All right, well, I know one estimate was running like 91.5, maybe up to 92 million acres of corn. That was one guess in the trade. What's your opinion of that kind of number?
I think they're probably fairly close. Most of the numbers that I've been seeing have been right around that 92 million acre mark.
All right, and as far as soybeans, any idea, any guess?
Well, the most recent number that I've seen is 83.2 million acres. That would be 6 million acres more than last year, but there's a 3 million acre reduction in corn acres, and so there's 3 million acres there that we're not sure where they're exactly coming from. Could be coming from wheat, could be coming from cotton, or we just don't know yet.
Before our feature story, let's check the trivia answer for this week. The correct choice is C. The herd on a typical dairy farm in Mississippi has about 127 milking cows.